Hi, Sharon.
Hi,
Nice to see you.
you too.
We are here today in Meet the Trainer with Sharon Waxler from At Your Service Dog Training. Now, Sharon, I know you do service dog training. Tell me a little bit about, what that entails and what it's all about.
Yes. So we help people to train their own service dog. So whether that's an adult with a disability who wants to train a service dog for themselves, or the parents of a child with a disability who want to train a service dog for their child. So we start with wherever the individual is and whatever they need. So if they are looking for the right dog to train, because having the right dog is a huge component of success. We will help them with the process of identifying what they should be looking for in a service dog prospect and help them find the dog. If they already have the dog they want to train, if it's a puppy, we'll help them start with getting good foundations with the puppy to raise the puppy to be a happy and confident and successful dog. If they have been training already with a LEAP trainer, another reward-based, evidence-based positive trainer. And their dog has done great with its manners training, and now they're ready for public access and task training. We'll start with them there. We do online group classes. They're very small classes. The maximum number is 4. So there's a ton of individualized attention and coaching. We also do individual private lessons online and in person. Usually that's from a little more advanced training for task training or public access training. And then we also have a board and train program where people can bring their dog for, usually we like to do a few days at board and train, then go home, do a transition lesson, train at home, and then come back to the board and train. It varies though. Some people want to have their dog getting training while they're away. And occasionally I'll travel to other areas of the state or the region. But often we do a hybrid where we work with people online for the most part, and then every once in a while they might travel to me and do some in-person training. So it's really individualized. We work really hard to meet the dog and the person where they are and make the training work for them. So everything from finding the dog all the way through to finishing your dog's training and public access task trained service dog.
It's wonderful. So, how long have you been doing this?
Well, I've been doing this professionally for 11 years now, but I have been actually in the world of service dog owner training since 1998.
I had a
So
feeling.
yeah, so a long time. I started actually by training my own service dog for myself. I was severely chronically ill for 18 years. I was primarily in a wheelchair or in bed for 18 years. And so I started training my own service dog at a time when almost nobody was doing that. It was almost unheard of. So I really had to figure a lot of things out for myself. It was a little lonely. I had to be a pioneer is difficult. So I trained my first service dog for myself in 98. And then I started training my next one in 2001 because I started, my first dog was a little older. And then my third one in when was that? 2012. I can't remember. I'm getting all the years mixed up. But
Totally get
no,
it.
no, that's not right. 2008. But anyway, so I was really involved in the world of service dog owner training as an owner trainer first. And then when I recovered my health, I apprenticed with other pet trainers, professional trainers to sort of learn the ironically to learn the pet side of training and sort of the business side of running a business. And then I
Oh, yeah,
started
there is that.
coaching owner trainers, you know, um, in 2014.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And talk about taking, adversity and making something out of it. So good for you. Um,
Mhm.
is there anything that you particularly want to tell people? This is your opportunity to say, hey, this is who I am.
Sure. I think one of the main things is that we are here for you and you don't have to go it alone, that it can be a really overwhelming process to train your own service dog because there is just so much to know. And if you have a disability yourself, then there are things that are going to be challenging for you. And we're here to support people and help them succeed. We are really in their corner. We are advocate for the needs of the dog and the handler, the team as a whole. So we really try to live and breathe being compassionate and empathetic and respectful to the human as well as to the dog, and trying to do what supports the needs of both. So we take a very individualized approach, and we, whether that's helping you find the right dog or whether that's helping you train your dog, the entire process from tasks, or we sometimes are contacted by people who have a trained service dog from another program, and a problem has arisen and they need some help or retraining. And that we will work with people wherever they are, like literally and figuratively. So we have clients all over New England. If somebody is working with you, I'm Judy, we have done this actually, that you've referred people to me that you have been training their dog. And then I work with them for a while. And then at a certain point, I might say, oh, you know what? I think a group class would really be good for you to train your
Yep.
dog around other dogs. Why don't you go back to Judy and train, with her on this particular thing? So if people already have a good relationship with their local trainer and they want to keep working with them, we want you to keep working with that rewards-based local trainer. And we will help you with whatever the components are that you need to be successful. And we also work with other trainers, like I consult with pet trainers who have service dog clients.
That's great. That's great. And it's important. I mean, especially for you, it's important for all of us dog trainers to recognize there's a human element. But in what you're doing, it's absolutely got to be right in the forefront.
Yeah, I'm very passionate about that. I feel really strongly about being there for my clients, being an advocate for them, and having lived with a disability myself and being part of the disability community, I know what it's like. And so I want to be a comrade in the struggle and not an
Wonderful.
impediment. Yeah.
That's great. And you're in Hadley, but that doesn't
Yes.
mean the people that go to you need to be in Hadley, because I heard you say a lot of this can be done online, or
Yes.
they can go to their local trainer and do the basics. And we've had clients in common where we've done that.
Yeah.
So
Actually, what
go ahead.
Sorry. What we recommend if somebody has a puppy is that they take our online puppy foundation, our sort of foundation class. It's called Pearl Disc. Disc stands for Dogs in Service Certification. And Pearl stands for something very long that has puppy as the first letter. But that because we can cover things in our online course specific to service dogs that you won't get from a puppy class. But we also really strongly encourage people to do a puppy kindergarten in person with their local trainer. We're always referring people to their local trainers for puppy kindergarten because we feel like that gives the best foundation to do both. Yeah.
I love the flexibility of your program. I love that you're addressing a very critical need that everyone, even if you aren't in need of a service dog trainer, you need to know that they're out there. Because I
Yes.
know so many people who really need a service dog, can't afford to one ready-made. And I've pointed people in your direction more times than I can count because you have such a great reputation and you're local, and I know your methods are all going to be positive and evidence-based and reward-based methods.
Thank you.
So,
Yes, I so much appreciate that. Thank you.
so thank you so much for being with us today. And
Yes, thank you
I,
for having me and for doing this amazing thing that you're doing with LEAP. I'm so grateful that you're doing this.
I look forward to having as many positive reinforcement trainers on LEAP as we can.